Hello friends, good morning. Today we will learn how to install the software, our product that is Milan, on our local system as a demo, and we could use it further after paying the charges. So first of all we will learn how to install it on the local system. First of all we will open the website sparrowsoftwares.com, that is our website. After that the following page opens in front of you. After that we will click on the button click to download demo. The following page appears on the screen. Now as we wanted to download the retail software for our retail store, so we will click on the following button and it will make the download available on your local system. Following icon appears on the screen. We will keep this and the software is downloaded on the local system. We will click on show folders to open the folder, and now we will here get the setup which will be used to install the software on the local system. So we will double click the my setup, and now we will click on yes. It's asking for the permission to install the software. It is Windows authentication process. We'll click on yes and we will minimize all the things. The process starts and the extraction of the software starts. It will take some time. I'll click on OK, and now here we have the installation window wizard. We will click on next and select the path where we wanted to install CDE. Suppose I am installing in the system E. We will select the drive. If you wanted to select the folder then also, but we will select the drive only. When we will click on OK and click on next, the installation process starts, and now we will click on finish to finish the extraction process. Now we will go to the E drive where we have installed the software. The folder called Milan is in front of you. We will double click to open it. We have all the related files which is required to run the software. So first of all we will go to step 1, double click. As we are using 64-bit Windows 10, so we will install the 64-bit Windows SQL Express version. We will double click the icon in front of us. The extraction process will stall. Now we can minimize the window and let the extraction process go on. We don't have to do anything, we just have to wait for the extraction process to complete. Now it is asking for the permission, so we will click on yes to grant the permission to install SQL Express version. If you have any problem in between of the installation, you can call us in the customer care. Now we will click on the installation button. First of all, this is new installation and add feature button. We will click on this. This will start the installation process of SQL Express version on our local system, which is a support file of our softwares. Now we will check box both the check boxes. We will check and click on the next button, and the execution of the process starts. You have to wait for a while to complete up the setting up process. As soon as the bar completes a blast, the install button will be highlighted, which is here in front of you. Before it, you cannot click on the install button. And don't click on any other button until the process is complete. So have patience and wait for the process to go on easily. It's a very easy process to install the software on the local system, and you don't need any technical knowledge. Just follow these steps. Now click on the next button, and which of the buttons are checked. We don't have to make any changes to it. Just click on the next button, then it will be named instant. Never check for the default instance button, though otherwise the software will not run. So whichever points are being selected, we just follow the steps by step. Now click the next button. Again the following window appears. Do not make any changes and just click on the next button. And the authentication mode will be Windows. Don't change the authentication mode because the software will not run if you make any changes. So click on the next button, then again click on the next button, and the installation process starts. It will take some time, so have patience, friends. It is only one time taking process, and you don't have to use it further. So have patience for a while till the installation completes to get the software installed on your local system. And we can see that here next button is not highlighted. Till the installation process is going on, the next button will not highlight. So we have to wait for the next button to get highlighted. So that we could get to the next process, that is completion of the SQL's Express version installation on your local system. We are just on the final step of installing the SQL Express version on your local system, which is a basic requirement of our softwares. It handles the database of our software. Now we will click on close button, and the installation process of Express version SQL is completed. Now we will close this window also because we don't need anymore. Now we will go back and go to the step 2 process, that is creating the database on your local system to run the software. We will click on create database. We will just double click it and the following window appears in front of you, and we will click on the create database button, that is here. We will click here create database. It will ask for the path. Make sure that you don't make any changes to the path. We will go to program files, Microsoft SQL Server, we will go to program files, SQL Server, and the following folder MS SQL 10_5. okay, then we will select the data folder. Make sure don't make any changes to the path, otherwise software will not work, and wait for the process to complete. It is establishing connection between the software and the SQL Express database so that our software runs properly and helps you to use the software. We will wait and we will not click on the button until the message shows. So have patience and wait for some time. Now here we have a message, database is created successfully. We will create on OK and we will close this. Okay, now we will go back and click on the step 3 process. This is the crystal report. It is very important because when we wanted to print anything, we require the crystal report, which is also a basic feature of our system. So first of all we will run this setup, and after that we will run the setup below it. It takes only few times. Now it's installed, and we will go back and we will go to the software folder. Now we will select this icon and right click on it and send to the desktop for future use, so that we don't have to go in the folders so many times. Hope it's clear to you. Now we will see that we have a shortcut on the desktop. We will just double click the software and the login page appear in front of you. We will select user type, username and password. This is session for which we are working on. So currently it is 2020 and 21, so it will be by default. An operator is administrator. Write your username and the password and click enter or login. The following screen appears in front of you with all its feature enabled for you, so that you could use it to further approve your business processes. First of all we will go to trading, purchase, and we have two types of purchase, single and lot wise. So today we will go with the lot wise purchase. The following window appears. First of all we will click on party. If we have any party, we don't have any party, as it's the new software for your local system. We will click on Alt and C for creation. Here we collect the sundry debitors or sundry creditors. As we all know, sundry creditors is a party who provides goods to us. So we'll click on sundry creditors. Now party name, company, it's the company name, alias through which we wanted to search. If you don't need, just leave it. Opening type, bill by bill or balance only. This is very important for if you wanted to maintain the balance of the party, bill by bill or balance only, just on the amount. So we will click on the bill by bill value, so that we should be having the bill by bill bifurcation of the product. Now we'll click on the address, which is the company address or the communication address. We will write this is the address. Hope it's clear to you. Now we'll select the state. Hope it is Uttar Pradesh. And now the city, Varanasi, Lucknow, whichever we wanted to have. Suppose if we don't have a state, because we get the we have the states but we don't have the city. We have to just click on Alt C. The following window appears on the screen. We will write the city name and select the state to which it belongs. Generally it's written on your bill. Hope I have the city created, so I will not create the city. Then we will write the phone number, mobile number, then mobile number whichever the user has, PAN number, email ID, website, TIN number or UID, and party type, registered and unregistered. Unregistered is the party who don't have the GSTN, and registered is the one who have the GSTN. So we will click on the registered, as we are the party ABC company is a registered party. We will write the GSTN. Hope it's clear to you. Now we will click on F1 button. F1 button stands for save and modify. So we are creating, so we will click on F1. It will save the party. Okay, we'll click on OK and close window. Now we can see here we have the ABC company here. Now we will write the bill number, whichever the bill number is on your bill. We'll click on the bill date. Bill date means the bill printed on your original bill. It's very important to put the original bill date so that we could see it further, that when the party billed us the bill. Hope it's clear. Now we'll through in state, because it is a in state party. We could also have a out state party if it's outside of the UP. Suppose if we have a outside party, here we would get the out state. So it is a in state, so we will select the in state. Purchase order we don't have right now because we are directly purchasing the product. We will write the date on which we are purchasing. By default it puts up the current date of the system, 6th of September and 6th of September. Then the purchaser, who is the purchaser of the bill. Suppose of Gaurav is the purchaser. No purchaser till now, just write it here and press enter. Hope it's clear. Just paste the tab first time only, and from next time you don't have to create the purchaser if it's same. Now here we will write the discount percentage on the bill. Suppose if we have 5% discount, we will write 5% of discount, and we don't have discount, we will leave it blank. Now we'll go to M1. We just can get by pressing the enter, clicking the enter. Now we will write M1 to put the profit percentage of the product. Hope 30% of the profit we are putting on the product. We will click enter. It means that the bill is having 5% discount on the bill, and we are putting 30% of markup on the purchase rate of the product. Hope it's clear. Now we will write the item code of the product. Whichever the item code we will write here. Group, we don't have a group right now because it is a new software. We will click on the Alt C, ready-made or mill-made. Now we will ready-made and mill-made is a product which have tax bifurcation, and mill-made is a flat tax 5%. So we are creating gents, a group. We'll click on F1 or button on the keyboard, F1, press OK. We will see the list below, gents. If you wanted to create one time, we should create it here, otherwise we close it. We will press the escape button, it will close. Now we see here we have a gents tab, group. Now section is also blank, as it is a new software. We will press Alt C, section short, full sleeve or half sleeve depending on the requirement. We will click on F1, it's saved on your local system, and now it's short. Now style means the button shirt is of which type, designer, plain, printed, formal, whichever we wanted to write. Formal, brand of the product, size, we could create size also. If you wanted to create more than one, just write the and press enter and press the escape. 38 is the size. Color, if you want to maintain, and if you want to create the color, just red. or whichever color you wanted to write. By default we can check the dot one. The quantity of the product following article code of size 38 is in quantity how much? We will write 1 or 2 or 3. Now HSN, we don't have HSN, we will write the HSN of the product, that is 6205, stands for the shirt. Now it's in the list. Now we will write the rate of the product, 780, and tax. So taxes are of following types in garment sections. So it's 5%, and garment purchase we will write 5%, and it's calculating the markup according to the software which is put up here. Okay, now you could calculate it from the computer also or a calculator, so that you get the right value. If you wanted to write the rate by your own, you could write it here. Hope you understand. And if you wanted to show it on the markup, you just press enter and it's the default value. Now we have a trouser. We don't have a trouser. We'll write trouser, formal and Luxembourg, size already exists because 38 the size already exists. 30 we don't have, so it's filtered. Now 30 is size. So now the HSN also changes for the trouser, so we will create a new HSN, that's 6203. Now we will write the rate. Suppose a trouser is of 1200 rupees. So we will now select the garment 12%, because we know that garment has a condition. If any product is whose rate is greater than 1000, it belongs to a 12%, and if it's below 1000, it's 5%. So in 1200, if we deduct the 5% also, then also we will get the product rate higher than 1000. So we will select the garment 5% to 12%. Now it's markup of the product. We will click enter. Now we could match the value of the product here. We could write the eBay bill number, which of the product, eBay bill date. Hope it's clear to you. Transporter. If transporter doesn't exist, just press on the Alt C button. Following window appears, we will create the transporter. Address of the transporter, contact person, contact number, sorry, and contact person. We will click on F1 to save it. Not save. Now we will click on the transporter, ABC new, LR number, LR date, and if the freight is having, then we will write the freight here. If freight is with tax, then we will select the tax percentage, of which the tax percentage it's number of packages. Suppose if you get the product of it, how many boxes were there? Suppose of 1 I am having, and narration whichever you wanted to write for further reporting process. Hope it's clear. Now we could say 7351, 7351 should be your bill value, exact bill value. In it you have 354 rupees of discount, 502.06 tax, and the grand value will be 7351. Now we'll click on F1 to save the purchase. If we have a barcode, we will click here yes. It's saved and it's asking to print the barcode. If you wanted to print the barcode, we will print yes. It's open in front of you. We will click on the checkbox to print all the barcodes. Now we will see which we want to print on the barcode. Now we will click on the thermal printer because barcode is being printed by a thermal printer. Now here we have a barcode. As it is demo, so we don't have the barcodes. If you will purchase the software, you will get all the things accurate. Hope the entry process is clear to you. We will click on the printer, we will select the printer which is by default. We'll print the sticker and put on the products. Now we'll close it and purchase is clear. Now we could see the stock of 8 pieces. We will click on F2. Now here we have 8 pieces of stock in which we have the following shirts and 2 trousers. Hope it's clear. This is the barcode number 18816. We could use it to sell the product. Now here we have the sale form. Now purchase return. We wanted to send some product back to the company. Suppose if this product was having a defect, we are providing a debit note. We'll just scan the product. In it, it is having all the descriptions. It is the bill number, barcode, item code, group, section, style, brand, size, color, quantity, rate, discount, tax, okay, date of purchase, total bill and party. Now we'll just click on the save button and it will ask for the save and the bill is saved. Now we can see the debit note here. It's in front of you. We will click on the button F4 to enable the printing. Now it's printed in front of you. This is our party. This is the address of the party, the GSTN of the party, the purchase debit note date, debit note number and purchase bill number from which we purchase the product from the following company, that is ABC company, and the purchase date. Hope it's clear. Discount, tax, everything is automatically calculated. You don't have to worry about the tax percentage and other related queries. You could see the demo because it's a demo version software. When it is put up in your local premises, the company name will be put here with all your details which is being provided to us by you, your GSTN number, your state code and everything. Hope it's clear to you. Now we'll close. If you wanted to print, we could print it. Now we will go to sell. We wanted to sell the product. Customer came and we wanted to sell the product. First of all, we will click on Alt N, that to create the customer. Hope this is the mobile number. We will ask for the customer name. Suppose of this father's name, not mandatory, address and other features is dependent on your which you want to give to your customers, date of birth and everything. Otherwise just enter the mobile number and customer name and click on F1. Now the bill will be saved to the following name. Now we will scan the barcode. Now we don't have an employee because it is a new software, so we could create a employee. We will go to the employee tab, employee entry and employee name. Select the city of the so employee will be created. We'll click on F1 to save the form. Okay, city is not selected. We will click on the city. See, we could set the city list here and we could save it. Currently we are not creating the staff. Okay, now we'll save the bill. We'll click on save. It's asking for the salesman. Okay, as we don't have any employee right now, so it's blank. Hope it's clear to you. We could put discount, scheme discount here, and the discount we wanted to give on the product. Suppose if we could 5% discount, it's mandatory to write through so that it's clear for us that why we have provided 5% of discount. Hope it's clear to you. I'll click on F1 to save the bill, and the bill is saved. I'll close the trading button. Suppose we wanted to sell the product to a customer who is B2B. So first of all, we need to create a employee. Okay, we'll write the country. Click on close. We'll click on the save button. We will save the button. Now here is the tax invoice form. We wanted to sell the product to whom? ABC company, suppose of. We'll select the rate mode, MRP or purchase rate. MRP means the product actual rate and on the MRP product, and purchase rate means on the purchase rate of the product. And we will write the tax profit percentage. We wanted to sell on 10%, 20% or 30%. We will write the percentage 10%. Now we will scan the product. Okay, employee we don't have created, we have not created, so we will close it. Now you could here see we have a line product 858 purchase rate and 10% of profit. We'll see here additional and inclusive. Inclusive and additional means, inclusive means the tax will be as added in the basic products rate, and the additional means after the purchase rate and profit 5% of the tax is added because it's under 1000 rupees. Hope it's clear to you. Now B2B or B2CL and B2B, hope you all know the difference between B2CS means B2 customers, business to customers, and B2B for business to business. So this part is having a GSTN, so we will select the B2B. Now we will see here that 858 is the total sale value, 42.9 is the tax, and net value is 901 rupees. Hope it's clear to you. I'll click on F1, it will save the bill. As we don't have a salesperson, so it's not saving the bill. This is the simple process to create a tax invoice. Hope it's clear to all of you. We can sit here, select here the banks which we have. We have to create the banks, bank card, card number, amount, whichever I wanted to. It's not mandatory, but card amount is mandatory so that I could get it. That was the card sell of the current date. Now from here we could print the bill, HSN wise, print the bill according to the group, section, style, brand, size, whichever details we wanted to have on the bill. This was the tax invoice for customers who require GST bill. Hope it's clear to you. Now we will go to advance receipt. Suppose if a customer came here and asked and tells us that he wanted to give only 500 rupees and remaining will be given at the time of delivery. So we will just write here in the cash receipt whichever amount we receive. I have received 500 rupees, so I have written 500 rupees. We wanted to select the company, we will just click on Alt N for the customer, mobile number and the name. Right, hope it's clear to you. Click on F1, this will save the bill and it will generate a bill number. The following bill appears in front of you, and here could we see the bifurcation of amounts. The total bill was of 1015 rupees. In that we received the amount 500 and the balance due is 515 rupees. The customer name is in front of you. This is the advance receipt number and this is the advance receipt date. We could go to the DSR and see here we have an advance receipt and total cash of the today is 500 rupees. Hope it's clear to you. I'll close here. Now we will learn how to get the stock. Now it's here F2. We have sold the products, one in the advance receipt and one we have purchased return to the product for the defect. So total stock was 8 pieces, one we have returned to the company, that's 7, and now one we have made a advance receipt for the customer, that's 6, and the current stock is 6. Now we'll close. We have got the purchase process, sell process, tax invoice process, advance receipt process, stocking process, and the DSR process. Now we will come here to see the backup process. We will just click on the close button. It is asking, do you want to have backup of data or not? We'll click yes or no, but it's highly recommended you take backup on daily basis, so that sometime any mishap happens, you should have a backup. So we'll click on yes. It's asking for the path of the backup. Suppose if we go to the E folder, anywhere we wanted to store, we could go to EF. Suppose I am taking it in the E drive. We'll click on here. We could see the path of the folder. We could also take it like this with date of today's, because we are taking backup today. Hope it's clear. We'll select and click on the backup button. It will take some time and it will take the backup of the software, and it's asking successfully, it's telling successfully done. We click on OK and the software is closed. This was a very simple process. Hope the installation process, the user process is clear to you. Thank you friends.